Hello all my minifigs, I am Bman Lego Boy and thank you very much for clicking on this video. And today I have another reaction for you. I'll be reacting to 90's Night. So guys, this is uploaded by the one and only Brewstew Films. And I am so glad he's back with another video, guys. It feels like it's been forever again since Brewstew uploaded another video. I do apologize for the kind of lack of reaction uploads lately, everyone. I am knee-deep, really, in my last semester of college before I graduate. So I'm really trying to just, buckle down on everything to try to get through these last few months of my education. And then I'm out. I'm no longer going to be learning. I will, at that point, be entering the normal workforce. I would like to announce here at the beginning of the video that I have actually been accepted for my second Disney College program, which will begin in February of next year. So I will be returning to Walt Disney World to work once again for the Walt Disney Company. I am super excited about that. Hope it leads to a full-time position with the company. So that's what's going to be in the cards for, probably the next year. So guys, for this video, 90's Night. We all have those throwback nights, right? Whether it be at school or, you go someplace like a bar or even Disney, and they have these special little, ticketed events like, oh, hey, it's a throwback night. Come on and party with us like it's the 80's or 90's. So, obviously, because Brewstew or Tyler is a 90's kid, I imagine that, yeah, he wants to have a 90's night to have a little bit of a throwback to his childhood. So I guess that means if I were to ever, have a night like that, I'd be like a 2000's night for me since I'm a 2000's kid. So yeah, this is hopefully going to be pretty fun. But if you guys have not seen the original video, it will be down in the description below. And without further ado, let's get into the reaction. Playing in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, now I've never mentioned it before, but I just so happen to be a pretty big Detroit Tigers fan. And if baseball's not your thing, I get it. But for me personally, I totally like to dad it out on a recliner and watch the Tigers lose on a daily basis. Well, it was during one of these dad sessions that I see the following Friday is going to be 90's Night at Comerica Park. And that's where they hand out retro 90's hats, and people in the crowd dress up like Hulk Hogan and Bill Clinton. And not to mention, Montel Jordan's gonna be there to do a post-game concert.
Okay. You really had to bring up Hulk Hogan, really? Seriously, screw Hulk Hogan. And Bill Clinton, I'm not the biggest fan of, but, yeah, whatever.
Whoopity-doo! Now, you don't know who Montel Jordan is. Well, he's the man behind such classic 90's hits as This Is How We Do It and This Is How We Do It. So I see this 90's Night, and I'm like, hell yeah, we're going to that shit. Not to mention my wife sees it as well, and she's like, hell yeah, we're going to that shit, and we're dressing up like those Hulk Hogan, Bill Clinton assholes did on TV. So then we start deliberating on what we should dress up as for 90's Night. Should we just do the standard windbreakers and fanny packs and, I don't know, maybe like a Billy Ray Cyrus mullet wig? Well, I figure everybody was going to do something like that, so I came up with something different. I know, we should dress up like characters from the most iconic 90's movie of all time. Oh, you mean Titanic, right? You want to be Jack and Rose? No, not fucking Jack and Rose. What are you talking about? I'm talking about Forrest Gump. We should be Forrest Gump and Jenny. Now, this made sense to me because A, Forrest Gump is the shit, and B, we were already fucking Forrest Gump for Halloween like 4 years ago, so we already had costumes. So the following Friday rolls around, and we are dressed up in full Forrest Gump garb. My wife looks like a fucking flower child. I'm standing there with a ping pong paddle. I even went out and bought the Nike Cortezes that Forrest Gump wears like an idiot. There goes that fucking $80. Well, it's worth noting that we were also taking one of our kids to the game, as well as one of his little friends. And since neither of them wanted to chop their legs off and be our own little personalized Lieutenant Dan, we settled for them just wearing hats that had 90's slogans written on them. One hat said, talk to the hand, and the other hat said, get jiggy with it. What the fuck does get jiggy with it mean? Oh, that was something that Will Smith invented back in the 90's. You mean the guy that smacked Chris Rock at the Oscars?
Yeah.
You know he's famous for, like, other things, too, right? The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, a whole goddamn rap career? No? Nothing? I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. So we get to Comerica Park, and you bet your ass
How do you
we
not
made
know
a
who
sign
Will
to wave
Smith
around
is?
in the stands. Because we had one goal in mind for this little trip to the ballpark. And that was, of course, to get our silly asses up on the scoreboard screen. Because this is my wife's favorite thing about going to the ballpark. Because somehow she always seems to get on there. Hell, one time at the Toledo Mohens, she got on the chug cam, and she slammed her beer down quicker than a frat bro, and promptly made me look like a little bitch sitting right next to her. So before we go to our seats, we stop and get a beer. And right off the bat, the attendant is like, "Ah, shit, look, it's Forrest Gump and Jenny." "Hi, I'm Forrest Gump. And I'm Jenny, and I have AIDS." I don't know what the fuck Jenny says. What? Oh, man, that is fucking
Okay.
awesome. But, why the hell are you guys dressed up like Forrest Gump in the first place? Because it's 90's night tonight. What are you talking about? Tonight's 90's night? I didn't know that. Huh. Oh, well, here's your beer. So we take our beer, and it's right around this point that we realize fucking nobody around us is dressed up like anything 90's whatsoever.
Oh, they're the only ones to participate? It's either that or they got the date wrong, and 90's night is another night. It has to be one of those two, scenarios.
There's no Hulk Hogan's, no Bill Clintons, no fucking Freddie Prinze Jr.'s. There's nothing. Nobody is dressed up like the 90's.
Freddie Prinze Jr. I got recognized by him on Twitter once back in 2018 for the episode where Kanan died. Yeah, he tweeted about that shit. It was actually pretty cool.
Are you fucking sure 90's night is tonight? Yes, I'm sure, all right? Don't be ridiculous.
Yeah, I don't think he's overly sure.
Side note here, I was not sure at all. In fact, I had to double check my phone multiple times just to make sure that it was indeed 90's night. Look, it's definitely 90's night, all right?
Shit would've
Look,
been
right
funnier
there,
if
there's
it
a guy
wasn't.
dressed up like fucking Homer Simpson. All right, 90's night, Homer Simpson, high five. What? Bitch, I'm not Homer Simpson. What the fuck are you talking about? I got hepatitis, and I'm jaundiced as hell, you stupid idiot. So we get to our seats, and now we have come to the full realization that not only is nobody dressed up for 90's night, but nobody even fucking knows that it's 90's night to begin with. Hey, why are you guys dressed up like that? Because it's 90's night, and my husband's a fucking idiot. That's why. Oh, okie dokie then. But at this point, I didn't even care. If anything, that's gonna make us stand out that much more, and our chances of getting on the scoreboard screen were now through the roof. Well, the first inning goes by, and then the second, and then the third. Still no cameraman, still haven't made it on the goddamn scoreboard. I'm standing up with the sign and shit. Notice me, you pieces of shit! I'm Forrest the goddamn Gump! Well, by the time the fourth inning rolls around, my wife has had enough, and she takes her kid to the bathroom. Yeah, we're gonna go to the bathroom now. Thanks for making us into a goddamn circus act.
Okay, I'm gonna have to use that shot of him down there screaming with the sign. That's gonna be a new meme, I think, for me and my friends. I'm gonna share that with them. I swear it'll take off.
So I'm just sitting there with our kid's friend so this was probably a little bit more than you bargained for, huh? Yeah, this is pretty fucking weird if I'm being honest. Well, suddenly, out of nowhere, a camera guy shows up literally right in front of us. So there I am with the sign thinking, fucking finally, here it is. Here's the moment. But instead, this camera guy starts filming everybody behind us, totally oblivious that Forrest Gump is literally within pissing distance of him. And to make matters worse, he's filming 90's icon lookalikes in the crowd. And sure as shit, they're showing them right there on the scoreboard, one right after the other. Oh, God damn it. It's the hepatitis, all right? So needless to say, I'm just like, hey, asshole, look over here. I'm Forrest Gump, for Christ's sake. He gives me a quick peek, and he's like, holy hell, it is Forrest Gump. Now I have to give this camera guy some credit for how he handled the shot. Because first, he zoomed in on just the Bubba Gump shrimp logo on my hat, and then he slowly revealed my dumb ass holding the sign as the one and only Forrest Gump. Everybody in the stadium collectively shits their pants at the same time. I don't get it. Why the fuck is Forrest Gump here? And then 4 seconds later, the camera guy promptly fucks off. And what did you know? Here comes my wife, totally oblivious to what happened. What happened? Why do you got that shit-eating grin on your face? No reason, really. Your fucking husband just got on the scoreboard. Here, look at the picture that I took. So here's the actual picture that this guy got. There I am, ping pong paddle and all. Here's the camera guy absolutely killing the shot. This dude's over here like, Forrest Gump, what the fuck? My wife sees this picture and she is like, oh, cool, of course. I dress up like a goddamn AIDS hippie and your ass gets on the screen. But hey, whatever, beggars can't be choosers.
Damn.
At least we got on the goddamn screen to begin with, because I would have felt like a fucking idiot if we didn't. We watched the rest of the game, the Tigers end up losing, and then we watched the fucking Montel Jordan concert. Tiger people, y'all ready for This Is How We Do It? No, not really. The Tigers fucking lost tonight. Oh, shit. Tigers fans, you guys ready for This Is How We Don't Do It? This is how we don't do it. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum. So All in all, I think it was worth dressing up as Forrest Gump like a stupid idiot because, well, it ended up being a pretty good time. That is until, we had to walk back to our car through fucking downtown Detroit at 11 o'clock at night. All of a sudden, dressing up like Forrest Gump's unintimidating ass seems like a pretty bad idea. Fucking run, Forrest! Run, goddammit!
There it is.
Brewstew.com.
God damn. Wait, they went to Detroit for that? Huh. Okay. Oh my god. Guys, it's a good thing that it was 90's night, so he wouldn't have, stood out more, compared to everyone else. And at least he got up on the jumbo screen, so that's pretty good. That's pretty cool. Not that it has anything to do with it, but literally like the day before I recorded this video, for YouTube, guys, I actually kind of had a similar experience. Well, not being up on a Jumbotron or anything, but I went to this big event. I went to a Kamala Harris rally. Yeah, I went and saw Vice President Kamala Harris. She was doing a, political campaign rally here in my hometown. And I went, and that's where I got this huge freaking shirt with just like a 3XL. Yeah, shit does not fit me at all. So it's a lot of fun going to events like that. Now, obviously, for 90's night, apparently no one knew that it was 90's night, so that's a little bit of a bummer that you were kind of like the only one to really kind of like participate in everything. So that's a little bit of a bummer, but like you said, helps you stand out more. So, yeah. Another great episode by Brewstew. Thank you, Tyler, for this, bundle of laughs once again. Be sure to go subscribe to Brewstew Films, everyone, and give him the love he so very much deserves. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, all my minifigs.